Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. My name is Graham and welcome to my show. And today we have a recurring guest on the channel. You might remember her from such classics as What I Spend in a Week in LA as a Homeowner, where she doesn't explain how much the home costs. So I had to do another reaction video titled How This 25-Year-Old Paid for a $1.3 million Home. And now we're back at it for a third time because MissTiffanyMa posted this video. It's titled What I Spend in a Month! Exclamation point, in LA as a 26-year-old homeowner, exclamation point, wait for it, pre-quarantine. So I just have to say at this point, MissTiffanyMa is providing us with endless, bountiful content all the time, and her videos always do really well for some reason. So with that said, let's do this. Let's smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and it's destroyed. And what's that in the description? Whoa, it's 2 free stocks from Webull because they're going to be giving you 2 free stocks when you deposit $100 on the platform. So you may as well just go and get those 2 free stocks in the description because that's pretty much free money. So if you want that free money, down below, enjoy. And with that said, let's go and watch this video and see what she spends in a month. Wait for it, pre-quarantine. Enjoy.
In total this month, I spent...
Oh! Warning for the headphone users on there. She should have at least just given a disclaimer like,
warning guys, hey, we're gonna play some loud beeping sounds. Just a heads up, if you're wearing headphones, take the headphones off.
That would have been nice. Instead of just, now I'm awake.
And every single penny was worth it. Hey guys.
And just to top it off, when you thought the beeping was done, hits you again with the beeping sound.
It's Tiffany. What is freaking up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, make sure you guys subscribe.
I should do that. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Graham, and today we got coffee. We got more coffee. Coffee company's coming soon. Just wait.
So in today's video, we are talking about money. I'm just throwing invisible ones because I actually don't ever have cash on hand.
Yeah, I never have cash on hand except for when I have cash on hand. It's either I have no cash on hand or, let's see if I can find it. I hope I didn't lose this. Hold on. Gosh, don't tell me I lost. No, there it is. I got it. Either I have no money or I have, I don't know. I don't know how I got this. Anyway, either I have no money or lots of money. The IRS has entered the chat.
If there is one thing you guys can take away from these videos is that you need to talk about finances with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your boyfriend, your spouse, because being financially fit is really important.
You know what? I agree with her. I think it's so important to openly talk about personal finance and how much money you make and how much you spend and where you're investing. And I feel like the less we stigmatize, like, ooh, you shouldn't talk about money, that's taboo, the more open we're gonna be about it and the better we're all gonna grow financially. So it makes sense. Let's talk about finances, and then let me rip into her with how much money she spends in a month.
I decided to write all of my finances down for my February spending in this little book because I'm actually crazy.
Wow, look at that. That looks like mint.com back in the caveman days. That's what they used to do on the inside of caves. You would see all those like buffalo and stuff like that. One person loved numbers, and I bet they're just like writing out their mortgage payment on there.
All right, we're gonna talk about living expenses because that is the biggest amount of money I spend every single month. As you guys know, I bought this house I'm currently living in less than 10 months ago, and I spend $4,765.93 every single month on my mortgage.
It's a gorgeous house. You gotta say, really, for the area that she bought into, it's nice. And we got a mortgage of $4,765 a month.
So my actual real mortgage payment is only $4,265, but I added an extra $500 a month because my goal is to actually pay off my house quicker than 30 years.
No, she shouldn't be doing that. MissTiffanyMa, if you're watching this right now, don't pay off your mortgage early. That's one of the easiest ways that you could leverage your money and get a good tax write-off and kind of hedge yourself against inflation. Because here's the thing, I bet right now you have a mortgage interest rate below like 3.5%. It's some incredibly low number. At that interest rate, it's better for you to invest your money elsewhere, make a higher return, and then pay off your mortgage as slowly as you can. Not to mention, at some point, there's gotta be inflation that comes up. At some point. So if inflation is, let's say, 3.5% in the future, That essentially means you're borrowing money for free. It's one of the reasons why I personally will never pay off a mortgage early.
So originally, the city of Los Angeles only charged me property taxes for the old price of my house. So once they had all the paperwork in, and they actually said that I bought my house for way more money than it was originally, I had to pay an extra bill. So this month, my property taxes were $3,945.47, and it's normally only $1,425.
Yep, that's what happens when you get reassessed by the city of Los Angeles. That's anywhere, by the way, but what they do is they'll send you an assessment bill like usually 6 to 8 months later and then want you to pay it off. Otherwise, you end up paying your property taxes twice a year, once due in April and then once due in December.
I have a maid come in twice a week to deep clean my house. This is something that brings me so much joy. It is so not necessary for me to have. She only charges me $60 every other week, but I give her about a $20 to $25 tip every time she comes in.
Ooh, that's gotta be nice. Get a maid twice a month, $160, $320 a month. That's not terrible. Here's the thing, her time is probably way more valuable making videos like this about how much money she spends than cleaning up after herself. That's just the way YouTube works.
The next thing I spend my money on is Sparklets. That is $62.05 every single month.
Wait, what? Since when do you pay $62 for drinking water? You know, I have one of those things in the refrigerator. The thing where you take your cup, you put it in the thing, clean water comes out, and you drink it. It's been like has it been over a year since I've replaced it? Probably. It's $60 a month is insane for water. Just use a filter. It's easy. Yeah, I would be hitting myself with the book too, but since I'm saving so much money on water, I'm just gonna hit myself with a stack of cash. That's what I do with all the money I save from water.
So my total home cost every single month, which sounds so freaking crazy, is $9,648.12.
That's a lot. She could be moving to Las Vegas and getting this whole thing times 2 for half the cost.
But I will say $2,500 of that was extra property taxes that normally I don't have to pay every single month.
Okay, so I did the math on this, and her net payment every single month on the house is $7,148. Now, on the bright side of that, most likely, we'll call it $2,600 a month goes towards paying down her home loan. So that's basically just home equity. That really brings it down to more like $4,500 a month. And then her boyfriend is paying rent. If he's paying $1,500 a month, that then takes her cost down to $3,000 a month. Net out of pocket, that's how much she's losing before tax write-offs. If she's writing off the home interest, which she should be, which she probably is, maybe saving another $1,000 a month. So really her net out-of-pocket cost after tax write-offs, after home equity, and after getting rent from her boyfriend might be more like $2,000 a month. There you go, we got math. We got math for the win.
The next thing I spend my money on is my car. It's important to have a car, and I will say this is the first time I've ever had a very nice car.
All right, $596 a month for a car. I think she's got a Mercedes. She's got something really fancy. Let's see.
I am now a proud owner of a Mercedes-Benz convertible.
Oh, I was right. A Mercedes-Benz convertible. Look at that. That's fancy. And it's a shame, too. In LA, you could see this. She parks it inside on the driveway. In LA, it's actually kind of rare now to get like a usable garage. I kid you not. It just almost doesn't exist. That's why in Las Vegas, I feel like now, I'm not used to having a place to park a car. Geez, it's either you park on the street or you have a driveway. It's one or the other. Having a garage is a luxury.
I spend $61 on gas. If I was to actually pay for my insurance monthly, it would be $151.13.
You know what, $151 a month for insurance, that's about right. So I'm looking at this and like the surface level cost, she's paying about average for a lot of that stuff.
So in total, for car expenses and Uber expenses, I spent $740.53.
Spending so much money. She doesn't need a Mercedes. You could do just fine with a Prius. I don't know why people are always poking fun at the Prius. I love the Prius. For like 10 grand, she could buy a used Prius. That's actually the car I'm thinking about getting right now, is just for sometimes traveling back and forth and whatnot. The Prius is such a good car. I want like a used 2010 to 2012 Toyota Prius. If anyone actually is in Las Vegas who wants to sell me their Toyota Prius for under like 12 grand with low miles or relatively low miles, I'll buy it.
For the month of February, I spent $105.36 on groceries. I also have a HelloFresh service. I spend $101. The last thing I spend money on for food is restaurants. I spent $609.64 just on restaurants.
Wow, she's got some pretty crazy spending. This is really starting to add up, guys. Really adding up.
But I will say this was a special month because Matt's birthday was on February 4th. So we went to, hands down, the best restaurant in Los Angeles, Bestia.
Yeah, oh Bessie, you know what's good when they're $3 signs. For me, that's a no-no. That's a no. You see more than $2 signs and I'm like on the fence about it. $1 sign, I'm like, okay, let's go there. 3 is like, oh, you know it's gonna be too much money.
So in total, I spent $816.90 on food. The next thing I spend my money on is personal grooming because your girl is not as cute as she thinks she is and she needs to look better by having people put fake lashes and fake nails and fake hair on her body. And my fake lashes cost $70 a month to glue to my eyelids.
What? $70 a month to glue eyelashes on your eyes. Why? Maybe I'm just this type of, I don't even notice that sort of stuff. To me, that just seems $70 a month. You may as well just flush it down the toilet. I don't know.
The last thing I spent my money on for self-care was a massage. That was $89.32. So in total for personal grooming, I spent $464.70 this month.
Woo! This is adding up. It starts off high, but it just keeps stacking even higher and higher and higher. This has got to be like $15,000 a month for her.
So I told myself I was going to cut back on my shopping in general for 2020. So just on clothing, I spent $223.51.
That's cutting back, $200 and something. You know, I just went shopping the other day, got this nifty shirt here from H&M. This is not a $2 shirt, unfortunately. I paid retail. This was like $5.99 for this shirt, but guaranteed I'm going to get at least 3 to 5 years of wear out of this shirt. And it's a nice color. It's a mix between kind of yellow, brown, and green. I like it.
The next thing I spend my money on is little Zoe. She's not even here to enjoy me talking about her. Zoe, I spent $288.26 on food for her.
Wow, that dog is eating better than me. That's good food.
While I was at the Healthy Spot, which is like a bougier, healthy dog food area, one of the girls convinced me to spend $200 on a bag of food for Zoe.
Oh, one of the girls who convinced you to do that, she's a salesperson. That's her job. Their job is when you walk into the store, they're like, oh, I see the convertible Mercedes, I see the eyelashes, I see the nails. She'll spend $288 on food for sure, and I could collect a fat commission.
So I spent $27.05 on her supplements, and for dog treats, I spent $13.84. And then for a dog sitter, I spent $171.20. So in total for this month of February, I spent $500.35 just on Zoe.
Wow, she is almost expensive as a Mercedes. Look at that.
The next thing I spend my money on is business expenses. As you guys know, I run my own business. YouTube is my full-time job, just on payroll, and QuickBooks, which is how I do my taxes and keep my taxes in order for my accountant. I spend $64 a month.
QuickBooks is decent. It's a good accounting software, and she's probably got business expenses off the wazoo, because if everything she's listed so far is not a business expense, just wait until we get the business expenses.
For this month, I had a sponsorship with McDonald's, so I spent a lot of money taking this photo. I spent $246.18 for this photo because I had to buy all the McDonald's.
Wow, that's actually kind of fancy. That seems like a good deal. $200 is a business expense to make it look like that. Not bad.
And then this month, I had someone edit one of my videos for me, and that was $450.
$450, Jack, you hear that? $450. Not bad, not bad.
So in total this month, I spent $772.18. Then the next section we're going to talk about is miscellaneous expenses. So my first one is foreign exchange fee. I used my Visa when I was traveling out in a
Oh, there's so many credit cards that have no foreign transaction fees. Jeez. This is why she should really be watching my channel, because I've gone over so many credit cards that don't have any of those fees that could have saved her that money.
I spent $13.77 using my credit card. The next thing I spent my money on this month was travel pillows, $74.40.
Travel pillows? $74 on travel pillows? You know what? What happened to just bringing a jacket and then you take your jacket and you wrap it around your neck and you just use that. Just use that. Multitask with what you have already. That's what I've always done. And my neck is fine.
So in total, I spent $125.92 on miscellaneous expenses. The last thing I spent my money on this month was investments.
Ooh, okay guys, let me put the coffee over here so I don't knock it over. We got the investments. Let's see. What is she's like? GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, Tesla, Nokia, AMD, let's see.
I spent $9,000 on investments in stocks this month. So I use the app Robinhood for all of my stocks. It is an amazing app. It is completely free to use. And if you guys use my link down below, I'll have for you guys.
Ooh, bad timing on that. When instead you could use Webull. You could use Webull and get 2 free stocks down below in the description when you deposit $100, and those stocks could be worth all the way up to $1,600. So do you want free money? If so, use that link down below and enjoy your free money. There we go.
In total this month, I spent $22,402.22.
Ooh, 22 grand in a month just gone. That's a lot, but she's got to be making, I bet she's got to be making at least like 50 to 80,000 bucks a month. She has to be. For this level of spending, there's no way she's making 23,000 spending none. Well, okay, you know what? Actually, in all fairness, 9,000 of that was in the stock market, so we can't really count that as spending, but that's a decent amount of money that's still like out of pocket, $13,000 a month on just normal living expenses. That's high. That's cool how she actually has the breakdown of her spending in percentages. I like that. I just want to know, she's yet to do this, how much money you make. Because I have a feeling these are actually pretty reasonable numbers for how much she makes every month. That's what I think. Because ordinarily, housing taking up 40% of how much money you spend is a decent amount. But if she's making a lot of money, she could probably easily afford it. That's my go-to, and I'm glad $9,000 of that, so basically almost half of her spending, is going towards investments. I thought overall, good, honest video. She's spending a lot of money. She could be cutting down on a lot of stuff, but on the bright side, she's still investing $9,000 a month into stocks at a time, by the way, where here, the market was pretty much at its all-time low. So that 9 grand, almost guaranteed, has doubled. Minimum has just doubled since she did this. Good on her. I hope she's been investing consistently every single month this last year. If so, she's probably up a lot of money on her investments. And Tiffany, if you're watching this, keep making more of these videos. Do how much I make in a month. That's what I really want to see, and if you do that, guaranteed, I'll react to it. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to destroy the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram. Post it pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there, as in the podcast, The Iced Coffee Hour. New episodes being posted every single Sunday, and like I mentioned, get your 2 free stocks down below in the description. That's worth all the way up to $1,600 if you want those stocks.
Enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.